Hey everybody, we're going to be talking about safe moving today. We're going to be talking about hauling safes. We're going to be talking about bringing them in customers' houses. And I have two experts with me here, not only my dad, the Lock Father, but the one and only Tanner, AKA Kid Lock.
Hello.
Let's dive in and let's show them your tricks. All right, so up first, let's talk about the safe trailer. And I first want to go down memory road for a minute here and talk about, like, before this, that we'll show in a minute, you were using a big safe moving van.
Yeah, box van with a Tommy lift.
On the back of it.
Right.
And, Tanner, you do essentially all the safe stuff. So talk to us about what that was like.
1985 Ford Econoline box truck with the 1985 Tommy lift on the back. I mean, it worked. It did the job. It was always a little sketchy, but moving safes is always a little sketchy anyway. It got the safe, where it was supposed to be. Eventually, the truck got older and older and older, and you didn't know if it was going to start once you got to the customer's house.
Yep.
And we always maintenance it. We always took care of it. But you never knew. It had a lot of miles on it, new engine, and they put all the old parts on the new engine. But it always got the job done, but it was always sketchy.
It was, and how about, there was always something we had to keep in the cab.
Fire extinguisher?
Nope. A little bit of ether.
Spray.
A little bit of ether.
Because you never knew.
Use an old diesel.
You never knew.
It did the job, and it was a great vehicle.
For a first one.
For a first one.
Right.
Yeah. Then you move on to, the newest and greatest stuff, and it just, it's a life changer. Life changer. No more sketchy.
Yeah,
Professional.
Tommy lift where safe seems like it's going to fall off.
Yeah.
Before the safe van with the Tommy lift, what did you use before this? I honestly don't remember.
The pickup and a little trailer I had for the snowmobile.
Snowmobile trailer.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was the snowmobile trailer.
Yeah.
The black one.
Yep.
And it was tough. Because you had to use your brute strength, and it's not easy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm probably broken up more now.
Exactly why you're broken up now. Throwing big safes in the back of a truck or a trailer with no tools.
Yeah, so when it comes to this trailer here, what would you say, like, not being able to use it now and having to go back to something else would?
We wouldn't be moving safes.
Okay, so you're saying that if you're going to move safes, what you're about ready to show is something that is a must in both of your books.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Game changer.
And saw these at Aloha,
Okay.
these trailers, and I didn't need a big box trailer. I just needed something, small. And when it rains or snows, we wrap them with plastic so nothing happens to the safe.
Okay. And how much was the trailer?
I think it was about $12,000.
Well, perfect. All right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and kind of give a little demo on how it works.
Okay.
Cool. So the air tow, very simple to use. It's pretty much a one-man thing. One man can roll a safe on there, roll a safe off, as long as you have, proper dollies or some rollers to put under the safe. Single axle, they do make a double axle. Single axle, we didn't need the big trailer. This is super easy to pull into somebody's driveway, especially with that van. It's got really sharp turns. You can back this pretty much anywhere. Turn around in somebody's driveway. Really easy to move around. Even unhooked from the van, one guy can move it all around wherever you want to go. We did have this box put on there just to keep extra tools, extra pads. We always have carpeted rollers for hardwood floors, different sizes. These are to go over thresholds, so you don't want to crush their threshold. You got 1 inch, one bunch of 1 inch with carpeted on them to go across wood floors, tile, whatever. Saves from you replacing the floor in somebody's house. 2 inch, 1 inch. Then the 3 inch, they all work really well. And then just keep all your ratchet straps and extra padding and everything else in there. We go to the front here, has a hydraulic system, its own battery source. It does have electric brakes, which is nice, especially when you got a big 4,000 pound safe on there. You aren't tearing the brakes, you know, off on your service van. It's got a safety hook just in case the ram breaks. Go ahead and you want to let it down and show them how it goes down. What's nice is it goes flat on the ground, so you can roll pretty much anything on there. I would say it'd be great for a side-by-side if you didn't want to go up ramps or put it on a trailer with ramps. Drive your side-by-side right on it with ease. And then we'll show you how easy it is just to roll the safe off. It's kind of just a one-man thing. It's always better to have two guys, but it's pretty darn easy though. It's just got some bottle jacks on it. And then you do have the option for double steer. This side I have the pin out, so this one I can steer with. Basically come right off. Nice and easy. Steer it around, move it around wherever you want to go. You do have an option if you wanted to. You could make sure it doesn't roll right for me. But you could pull the pin out of this side here, and you can do steering if you want to just get it back to the back of a wall. Just move your steering and just push it straight back. Moves really easy. Getting around corners in an office, going down a hallway, and you got a tight corner with this double steering, you can really shimmy back and forth and get it in there pretty easy. And then when you're ready, you can just lower your jacks. Pop them off, and you're good to go.
How do you get them on those dollies?
How to get them on the dollies? The easiest way that I've seen to get it on the dollies, because you do have a lip underneath your dollies, is to use, like we always carry these here in the van, in the trailer. It's basically just two, I think these are like lightning rods or some bars. I think they're about 1/4 inch. They're just enough, same thickness as here. So when you go to basically slide them under, and then once you unhook your dolly, basically you just kind of give it a little push and pull your dolly right off of it. The trailer, those are the dollies. We'll show you the Ultralift next. So this is the Ultralift model 1500 powered hand truck. It's somewhat a stair climber. It will climb up a stair or down the stairs. You have to use a lot of strength to do it. It's not like the track climbers that just you lean it back and it just comes up. Once you get the safe on there, you're at the bottom of the stair. Your wheels basically it raises the wheels up. You have to come up 2 steps to begin with, and then once you raise the safe up, tip the safe forward so it's standing straight up instead of at a 45-degree angle. You have to tip it straight up, and you have to land this back edge on the edge of the stair. So if you're coming down, land that on the stair, on the edge of the stair, then you have the whole safe back here. You have to push the safe all the way nice and straight. You have to either raise or lower your wheels to the next step. If you're going on to the next step, you come back and you raise the safe up one more step. Come back and then you lower it down. So it's one stair at a time, and you have to land that back of that blade on just the edge of the stair. And then
so
you
you're
have
balancing it.
it's a balancing act, one stair at a time. Plus you got a good size safe like that, You know, I think that one's around 700-800 pounds. You gotta literally, you're standing that safe straight up on the stair, right on the edge, and then making sure your fingers right where you don't go the wrong way and then ends up in the basement really quick. And then that's where it stays. You sell it to them as it's a basement safe now. These are really tricky. If you have a landing, you go up a couple steps, you got to make a left or right hand turn and then go up and more steps. And if your landing's too small, this won't work, because once you go up and you're at your top step and you're going to the landing, you got to have your safe back at about a 45-degree angle, and you're in the wall where you can't get it up onto the landing. So the safe's got to be basically standing up to slide onto the landing, where a couple more guys come into play when you have to do it that way. And then once you're on the landing, landings are usually, 4x4 or maybe a little smaller than that. You don't have room to tip this back to start going up the stairs because you're in the wall. Your handle's in the wall. This is fully adjustable for different size safes. If you got a little guy, I always just leave it kind of in the middle. And that works good right there in that position. It's nice having those little rollers underneath. You aren't having to push the safe just to get your lip with your blade underneath it. So we just kind of leave those.
Here we go. In every safe we service, we put a sticker on so they know who to call if they need more service.
So now basically I'll raise the wheels up a little bit. Makes it easier to tip back. This is kind of a bigger safe for just me. I'm getting old, so we'll kind of use this as a crutch to get it tipped back. You can go 4-wheel system here. We'll go 4-wheeling. We're going to tip back a little bit more, and then you can kind of use this as your handle. Just and then it moves around really nice with these dualies. We've had to take them across yards, and we'll always lay down plywood across yards no matter what, because with a heavy safe it's just going to bury, and you're going to trench their lawn and have to come back and either fix it or lay sprinklers down in those trenches that you just dug. This one also, it'll load pretty darn easy. Loads pretty easy, comes off really easy, especially with this trailer. No more crazy ramps, no more Tommy lifts, and then
No more brute strength.
to set it back down, so get it a little easier to handle, and then you can kind of just use your trigger. And I'm not using any strength or anything. I'm just kind of tapping it, letting it stand up by itself to a point. And that's kind of balanced right there. Now we'll just go and go for a safe ride.
All right, well, hey, thank you both for giving us the demo and kind of talking through it. Any final words when it comes to safe delivery? If someone out there is looking at either getting into safe delivery and or wanting to be more safe or upgrade their equipment.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, save your backs.
Save your backs. Save your backs. Back
I don't
surgery
want to.
sucks.
Yeah, I don't want to screw their backs up like mine is because of moving safes over the years.
Yeah, spend a little money. Once you make a little money, invest in the proper equipment for sure. Dolly, trailer's a must because that's the first thing you want to get. Get yourself a trailer that goes right onto the ground. That's going to save a lot of issues. You don't want to go with the blue dollies that we have. You can always use rollers. Go down to your I don't know where you go actually.
Home Depot.
Yeah, go to Home Depot, or you can go down and get some poles, some regular round fence poles. That's what our 3-inch is, and then take it somewhere where they can maybe carpet them for you. Put some felt carpet on them and just roll them around, and they move easy on hardwood floors or anywhere. We've gone through grocery stores, and you just play the Egyptian. Another guy kept on throwing a roller in front. You're good to go.
Do you remember the first time we saw that?
Yeah.
We're at it was a safe manufacturer.
Yeah.
We were there, and the safe manufacturer and they were putting those,
Yeah. Those rollers.
and it was amazing.
They're cheap.
Yeah.
Start there.
Yeah.
Start with cheap.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, hey, there you have it. That is how my dad and the one and only Kid Lock move safes. Definitely let us know what you think and what your thoughts and comments are in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good one.
You don't have to go on a sketchy Tommy lift gate from
Do you remember all those years? One of us
You want me to write
would
it
do
down?
the side piece, and the other one's like, and I always be like, man, if this thing starts to go, am I supposed to stop it or run?
Just get
You know?
out of the way. Run! You can leave those.
Is this delivery somewhere?
No.
Yes, delivery to CLK Supplies.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you need one here.
Is this a used?
Yeah, it was a freebie. Had to replace the dial combo box.
We went all fancy and put a captain's wheel on there.
You did?
Yeah.
An extra?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so happy to see it. They've been asking about Kid Lock, man. They're like literally because
kid.
because we do that after party every
Everybody
week after live, and they're like, PJ, they're like, what happened to Kid Lock?
Well, they're gonna say, man, he got old and fat.
Well, I saw an old video, and you look so young.
Yeah, yeah.
So did I once.
Well, we all did.
All right, well, hey, definitely let us know what you think and what your questions are in the comments below.
Can we just do that last little part? Dude, that is way too loud.
Wasn't all that.
Butler right there.
Yeah.
I told him I was gonna be here.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'll fly by.
I know, where's this flag behind it though?
Better go get more fuel.
Just Kid Lock, or ask about the belt buckle.
Croissant, and it's just a big belt with the belt buckle.
Yeah.
Behind it. Very balls.
Inside joke.
All right, well, hey, everybody, thank you for watching. Of course, we want Hoban, but I was trying to hurry while it was coming, and I realized it wasn't happening. Hey, before you go, I want to make sure that you know to include the hashtag LockBoss when you comment on our videos, and you automatically get hooked up to win free stuff that we give away each and every week. Tune in live here on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and find out who the lucky winners are. I'm rooting for you. We'll see ya.